Okay, Algebra 2, final exam for first semester, the review problems. I'm going to work the rest, as many of these out as I can. Start with number 60. A hot ride purchase for $24,000 increases 8% each year. First of all, exponential growth. The formula is y equals a times 1 plus the rate to the t. A is the initial amount. R is the rate. So we plug these into that formula, and yes, you should have this on your note sheet. If you put a minus underneath, that's decay. But y equals initial amount 24,000 times 1 plus 0.08, change 8% into a decimal, and to the t. All right, all you have to do is simplify this into y equals 24,000. Have a nice night. 1.08 to the t power. So that's the answer for number 60. For 61, a boat purchased for $7,500 loses 15% of its value each year. So A is 7,500. Okay, it loses, so 1 minus 15% as a decimal is 0.15 to the t. All we have to do is simplify this because we're just coming up with an equation. Y equals 7,500. 1 minus 0.15 is 0.85 to the t. And that's a t for time. All right. Now, for the next problem, which doesn't even have a number, I guess it's 61.5. A person deposits $4,000 in an account earning 3% interest over 6 years. Now, this is a compound interest formula. You will want this. You will want the compound interest formula on your note sheet for sure. Compound interest formula is the amount you have at the end is equal to the principal times 1 plus the rate divided by how many times a year it's compounded to the n with number of times compounded times t. Okay. For all these problems, A, B, and C, the P is going to be 4,000. That's the principal, how much you put in. The rate is going to be 3%, and the T is going to be 6. So for semi-annually, when I put this into the formula, let's see if I can get all this on there, the amount you have at the end is equal to 4,000. 1 plus the rate 0.03 as a decimal over n. Semi-annually means 2 times a year. So divided by 2. So n is 2, and to the 2 times t, which is 6. All right, when you plug all this in your calculator, be sure you do what's inside the parentheses first. So divide 0.03 divided by 2, then add the 1, then take it to the 12th power, because 2 times 6 is 12. After you do all that, then multiply by the 4,000, and you should come up with, let's see, let's just do it, 0.03 divided by 2 equals plus 1. All right, then I'm going to take that to the 12th power, because 2 times 6 is 12, and then multiply by 4,000. Okay, so the answer for this one should be $4,782.47. Okay, so that's for A, part A. For part B, what you're doing is you're changing the number of times it's compounded a year. You're doing it weekly. Well, that means it's 52 times a year, so 52 is equal to n. Everything else stays the same. So A equals 4,000. 1 plus 0.03 divided by 52 now. And then the exponent is 52 times 6. All right, plugging that in our calculator. To make things easier, let's do 52 times 6 to begin with. That's 312. That way I know the exponent I need to bring all this to. So 0.03 divided by 52 equals, then plus 1. Now that is what I'm going to raise to 312 power, then times 4,000. Okay, so 4,700 $4,788.62. 4788.62. Okay, so that's the answer for part B, if it's compounded weekly. The last one, continuously. This is a different equation altogether. And this one you also want to have on your formula sheet. Continuous compounded interest. Oops. The amount at the end is equal to the principal times E, natural log base E, to the RT, where R is the rate and T is the time. So we put everything in. The amount at the end is still 4,000, which is the principal, times E, natural log base at 2.7 something. R is still 0.03, and T is still 6. All right. Now this, to make it a little bit easier for me, I'm going to go 4,000. 0.03 times 6 is 0.18. So in my calculator, check this out. You need to be able to find that button on your calculator during the final. I don't think I'll be able to tell you. So it's the inverse of the natural log. See right above there it says E. So shift E to the 0.18. Okay. So that does E to that power. 1.197. Then I need to multiply that by 4,000. And if the interest is compounded continuously, the amount you have, or the amount you owe, depending on you're looking at the end of the 6 years, is $4,788.86. Very close to if they compounded it weekly. Okay, so that's part C. Okay, that's enough for this video. I will start the next problem on the next video.